going on, y'all? We're back. We're at one of my favorite places. We're at the junkyard. And I have found me a truck with a good motor in it. Hopefully next weekend we'll be back to pull the motor. Got a 5.9. My luck probably won't happen, but beautiful, well, once was beautiful two-tone Dodge that, yeah, hopefully we're gonna pull it. I pulled a few parts of it already because we've got one sitting at the house, but hopefully we'll be back next week to pull more parts off of this one. So let's see what else we see at the yard. Like I said, here's the truck. It's a pretty two-tone. Oh, this is probably a pretty truck at one time. Had wood and everything. 4-wheel drive. It's an auto. Yeah, I want to be back for this one. I'm back. Hopefully the wind isn't making too much audio noise. I'm kind of out in public today. I haven't shot a public video before, but today we're out in Lafayette, Louisiana in pull apart because I'm pulling a motor. So let's see how this goes. If you've followed my Instagram for long enough, you know I made one post way back in December saying that, sorry about the wind, that I picked up my grandfather's old 87 Dodge D250 out of the field. We kind of started working on it, and the first time we bumped the starter, it completely locked up the motor. So we've got to pull one of these, and let's see how it goes. All right, I look a little rough, but it's 3 hours later, and we got it pulled. Now we got to get it on the ground so they can come pick it up, and we're going to load it into the truck, and we're going to take it back to the house. It is 1 o'clock. I got here at 9. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. My little 120-pound self is tired, exhausted. I think I'm going to give me some Raisin Cane's for lunch and call it a day. And then we're going to put this on the motor stand at the house, and then we're gonna tear her down. All right, we're back. A new day. Sorry, the other day after I left the junkyard and while I was pulling that motor, I was just too tired. I hadn't ate lunch, hadn't drank anything. I was not feeling too great. So we got it pulled. 300 bucks for a small block LA 360 V8. 300 bucks. That's all it cost me. And then I've got a $50 core, so I get $50 back. I've already priced half the stuff to rebuild this motor, and it's gonna be so stupidly cheap to rebuild this thing that y'all don't even understand. We got it currently sitting on the back porch just because this is space and we don't use this area. So this is kind of be my out of the weather area. Sorry if the wind's blowing, side note. But this is gonna be my area to rebuild this motor. Cat, sorry. My little one likes to follow me around everywhere, and she's currently not getting the attention she deserves, so she's crying, as I call it. But yeah, we're fixing to vacuum this off because it looks like it's sat just as long as my 87 Ram has. So we're gonna clean this off and slowly start tearing it down and rebuild it back, and we are putting this in my 87. Well, we took us a little Coke break, as my grandmother would say, and this is what I've gotten done since I put this on the stand and cleaned it up a little. I've taken off the AC compressor, power steering pump, one of the brackets, alternator, water pump, more of the hoses, pulleys, fan clutch and fan, the very minuscule amount of electronics there is, plus the vacuum pump. There was an issue with the vacuum pump. This is my mistake. Okay, my helper is yelling at me. The vacuum pump was mounted here. I did not know this, and when I pulled this motor at the junkyard, it folded over, and then when I tried to bend it back in place, I didn't realize it was riveted on, and I ripped it smooth off, and it wasn't even trying. I just bent it back, and it whoop, right at me. But hopefully soon, I can get this cleaned up really good, and we can slowly be putting it in the truck out there. I did pressure wash this earlier before I took the valve covers off, obviously. Here's those two little metal fragments that they were just chilling on the bottom down here. I don't really know. I've looked over all of the rocker arms and everything. There's nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, after I pressure washed it, got years and years worth of gunk and oil debris off. She's starting to look a little better, I will be honest. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, but I have done a little work. It's been a little slow here, but I've been trying to work on this motor and this Dodge project for as much as I can in my free time. It's just been, this week and last week has been real busy, so I apologize for having too much of a time gap between this video and the previous one, but I actually did just paint the block. I know for the people that, the purist, whatever, the 360 that came in the Dodge trucks, yes, I know it was painted black, but I didn't kind of want that. I wanted more of a classic look. I'm going to kind of chrome it out and have everything looking just almost factory fresh with a little, I like that classic hot rod look. So I did paint it Chrysler Corporate Blue, which is the color of some of the 360s that did not come in the trucks, but came in more of the Plymouths and Chryslers and Dodges of the time, the cars, not the utility vehicles. So yeah, I got it painted that, and I've actually just picked up a door for the Ram because mine, the front next to the fender, was peeled back, and I'm guessing an original wreck to the car. So I am replacing the door. It's gonna be white for now, but it has the 3 mounting brackets that the mirror mounts onto. The replacement door I had for a while was just a black door, but it had 2 mounting brackets, a top and bottom, and the mirrors were not the same, and it was completely different, and I didn't like it. I want my mirrors to match. So yeah, I'm gonna be swapping that over, letting this dry. I'm gonna be working on this. I've got a whole bunch of brackets and parts that I have been painting already with some enamel paint, and just getting as sturdy as possible to look as good as possible, because I want it to look good. I want it to function, but also look good. So let's go show you the door. Here it is. Just picked this door on Marketplace up for 50 bucks. And this is my original door. This is the actual color of my truck. Ice blue, I think, is the color. So I got to swap everything over to this door, pull out all the electronics, the electric window motor, everything, because mine is a manual, mine is a hand crank. So I got to swap everything over to this one, and we should be good to go. It does have the 3 mounting spots. The only thing I don't like is this metal, this chrome strip. Mine doesn't have this, and this is riveted into the truck. So I might see if I can find something for my door to either match this and put this all the way around the truck, or just take it off. I haven't decided yet. But what's cool is this being my door. This is the mirror I was talking about. You can kind of see it. Penny's glass and frame. So this is originally a truck that was bought brand new for a glass company. I don't think it was their work truck. It was, I think, his personal truck, because it's not really a worky spec. It's kind of, it's loaded out for what it is. And that guy is still actually in business. And one day I'm actually going to go up to him and talk to him, see if I can find out some more information about this truck, because he's still alive. And I just want to know some of the backstory before we got a hold of this truck. But yeah, like I said, thank you, my helper. The front of my door is crushed, and there's a big gash in the middle. And I just thought for 50 bucks, it'd be just way easier just to swap everything over to a new door. Yeah, I'll have to paint it, but it's better than having to fix all of that.